Remember we started off the show, I told you TikTok is all smoke and mirrors. And nothing's going to happen with TikTok. Okay. The House passes a bill that could lead to the U.S. ban of TikTok. So pretty much the House passed a bill to ban TikTok. Okay. It's going to go to the Senate and it's not going to pass. The Senate's not going to vote for it.
Well, you got the Senate pulling their strings.
Well, the Senate vote. The House is about money. They are the ones that supposed to balance our budget and look at what things cost. And look at if you have something that'll cost you this much. Or look at, well, you need to, if you're going to have it, America should have some more interest in it or something. Because there's billions of people on it from America or whatever. And then we're not getting anything for it. So the House is looking at it as a money issue. The Senate will look at it as a constitutional issue. And they're not going to pass it because that means that they're going to say that Americans don't have freedom of speech.
He said they're going to vote on the apps only. They're not going to vote to get rid of TikTok.
Right.
They're going to vote on the apps in TikTok.
Well, that's the same thing. The app, they're going to see if there's some restrictions or something that they can put on it, which we already know. And I think that's what Facebook is probably screaming about because they want, if we got to come and stand in front of you and say
TikTok
and do everything, why can't TikTok?
Yeah, because they all have been sitting in front of
Mark Zuckerberg. Now, this is the part they don't tell anybody. This is why I said everybody's pockets are lined. Trump was the main person that was against TikTok.
And what was his reason at that time?
First of all, it's Chinese.
Oh, so and we don't have ties with them. And I thought that was his friend.
No, he can't. He don't like China.
That's one of his friends too.
Well, like money wise. Okay. Yeah. His boyfriend is Russia.
Well, yeah, but he would love to build a hotel in China too.
Well, if they allow the money, money, it's money, money.
Okay.
He didn't want TikTok because he felt like number one, they have too much information on everybody in America, which they do. Mm-hmm. They have everything about you. They know what you look at. They know what you like. They know what ads you look at. They know what you buy. And it even says on the app when we say yes to download it, it says they're going to look into y'all go back and look. It says they'll look into stuff, your life, and see what your habits are. Are you okay with that? We all like, sure. All right. Step 1, 2. Step 3, 4. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, that's going to come
back. Well, we're also going to look. If you're giving us permission to go to look on your phone and see like how you use your phone. Sure. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. I feel like falling in love. That's we just say yes because we want to have fun on TikTok.
Yeah, it's about fun. It's about entertainment.
But the small little
security, we don't care about security.
The small little lines that's in that thing that we say yes to is saying all of that.
Disclaimers and everything.
So he's thinking, I don't care that they got all your information. You know, Trump don't care about that. Mm-hmm. Can we get something out of this?
Yeah.
And I agree with him.
You're making money off all people's information.
I agree with them.
Entertainment that you're supplying and everything.
Why should a Chinese company make billions and billions of dollars and we don't get none?
Had but you said there's a gentleman.
Well, now hold on for a second.
Okay.
That's when he thought that all the people who had a stake in it didn't like him. That they were either liberals or whatever. Well, there's this one billionaire who actually likes Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. And he wants to pour in money into Donald Trump's campaign.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
So he was kind of asking, you can look up all this stuff. Go research it yourself. This is not a news channel. So I'm not going to go deep into it.
Okay.
He was kind of hoping that Donald could lend his voice and kind of say, hey, leave TikTok alone. Wow. He owns about $30 million in TikTok. Mm-hmm. And he said, I'll be willing to pour some of that money into your campaign.
I got a piece of it, and I want to give you a piece of it.
So then Donald Trump came out recently and said, well, it's not so bad.
Not so bad. Not so bad. You saw the green dollar signs. Not so bad.
He wants to drain the swamp, but he's in the swamp.
But you know what? That gives him the opportunity maybe. So
well, he's no different than
pull the strings on his 10 Republican representatives in the House.
He's no different than the Republicans and the Democrats.
To say stop the ban.
Democrats are bought and paid for too.
Don't stop.
Nancy
stop
Pelosi.
The ban.
Nancy Pelosi made millions and millions of dollars off of knowing ahead of time what stocks was going to go up and go down. You don't know that, do you?
Martha got in trouble for that.
Of course, but Nancy's smarter. That's what I said. So somebody once said in the comment section, so you think Trump and Biden are both crooked. Which one do you think is smarter? And remember, I answered that. I said both of them are crooked, but Biden is smarter.
Oh, okay. He not letting his stuff be all unraveled and
Well, I had unclassified documents. Oh, I didn't know that.
I forgot.
I'm sorry about that. I didn't know
forgot.
that.
I really did.
Yeah, but some of the information is in your book that you just put out. You got $8 million. Oh, really? I'm so tired. I gotta go I gotta lay down. I'm an old man and my mind goes sometimes.
If we sat here, seriously, I'm sure there's some documentaries out there. There's some shows out there on YouTube, you guys. If we sat here from President George Washington, all of them, the way to now,
they own slaves, for God's sake.
You're gonna find something on each one.
Exactly.
Each one.
They own slaves. You can't get no worse than that.
But that was the end thing then.
So my thing is, I've always been, even when it wasn't anything.
I know, but they did.
But I've always been the type of person. If you're gonna screw me, can you at least give me something? Give me some alcohol, some Vaseline, something. That's Biden in them. Yeah, they'll give you some alcohol or Vaseline or something. Where Trump is just stupid and just dumb. He don't realize
I think the bottom line is, for those of us who are believers in Christ,
God's got us.
When his word says to not put your trust and confidence in man.
Thank you.
Because of these things.
The
There's
Bible
not
says
no perfect man on this earth but Jesus.
He
so
uses
think about it.
the just and the unjust.
The imperfections of a man, it can still lead you astray.
And thank you.
Even in their smartness, and they can be winning you over and doing things for you, great things, but then underneath they can be still doing some slides.
And then you have to look and see, each person is individual. Which candidate do you feel will meet your best interests?
Yeah.
That's it. Whether you like them or not is irrelevant. Which one meets your best interest in what is happening in your house?
Policies and stuff.
That's it.
And that goes for the migrants,
everything,
Social Security,
everything,
insurance, medical insurance,
Medicaid, everything,
dealing with our police force, everything, every single detail. What's the policies that really you're a strong believer on? Right. Mm-hmm.
So all of this, going back to TikTok, all of this is smoke and mirrors.
Okay.
It will not be passed. It won't be passed in the Senate. TikTok isn't going anywhere. Now, what they will do, and I do believe they'll
put restrictions.
They'll put more restrictions and regulations on it. Yes. So they want to be able to have the ability to call that CEO on that carpet anytime they want to.
The one from Singapore?
Yeah, they keep saying it's Chinese. Are you not part of the Chinese party?
Make him.
He's like, no.
Chinese. I'm not Chinese. I'm from Singapore. We do that.
Are you a member of the Chinese party?
We do that as stereotypes. Well, I'm going to tell you a little story, and I was being really bad.
Is this going to be the same one you tell all the time?
No, I was on the elevator. I may have told it.
She tell the same story.
I was on the elevator. I have a
young guy.
I have a really good friend that we've been friends over 25 years at my job, and she's South Korean.
I don't know if you told this one, but go ahead.
South Korean. So we had a lot of third offshore people there from India and from other parts of Asia. Chinese, I don't think Japanese, but Chinese, Taiwanese.
Are you sure? Not.
So we on the elevator.
That's being racist. Are you sure?
We on the elevator.
And Japanese. How do you know?
No, they was.
What
they did come to visit, and they had suits on because they was owning. That's when we were part of Dean Witter. So
right,
you know they gonna be there.
Go ahead.
But we were on the elevator. And there was a bunch of Asians that got on. I don't know if they were Chinese or whatever. And they were talking their language. They got off. I looked at my friend. I said, do you know what they said?
And she Korean.
She almost cussed me out.
Why would I know what they saying?
She literally almost cussed me out. Why would you think I know what they're saying?
You're right.
I said, well, because they're Asian. She said, Lenora, all Asians don't speak the same language. I speak South Korean. I said, oh, I'm sorry. That was my ignorant moment before I started doing world travels. And then I had another co-worker that was from Taiwan. She and Dee, they
arguing.
They didn't get along, but she's from Taiwan. She speaks Mandarin and in her language too. So they didn't speak the same language, and I had to really understand that culture. They were trying to make this man from Singapore be Chinese, and I get it. You get offended. You do. And he was probably offended. How dare you say I'm Chinese? I am from Singapore.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, I know how he felt. My friend felt that way. And she was like, I'm from South Korea.
This like the movie Airplane. Remember where the white stewardess? The two black men was talking. And then she said, I speak Jai. It was a white guy. He didn't understand. She said, I speak Jai. Say, my brother, no. Jai, slap me some skin. Why?
What's up with you? What's up with you?
Like, that's a whole nother language.
Yes.
Well, you do that with black people, too. You do that with black people.
What I do?
Somebody know each other.
No,
I
say
don't.
You say, there has to be something similar that makes me think that. Don't make me sound ignorant on
No,
here.
I'm saying the same place. No, if they from the same place.
No, if they're from, I don't say that.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not that stupid.
I didn't say stupid.
No, because they're from the same island. They know each other.
Houston. Like if somebody from Houston, you say, do you know such and such?
I tried it in here in Evanston, and she knew who I was talking about. I think she's trying to be funny.
No, I'm saying
I named people who are a little popular in that area.
I'm saying like
the such and such family. They are musicians, and they play a lot in different bands. Yeah, I heard of them.
So you don't do that for like Houston or Dallas
no.
all right.
I'm thinking, can you think of a time I've done that?
I see it all the time.
No,
but that's okay.
in my world travels, I don't do that because I go to Czech Republic, I go to Slovakia, I go to Poland. So I would never say that to somebody. You know him? He's from Czech Republic.
Or you would say, I wonder if, like my friend from Guyana, you'll say, I wonder if he knows such and such, or if they know such and such.
I asked what part of the island they're from, or the country they're from. If they're from the same area, I have asked, do you know the such and such family? One of my friends said, I've heard of that name. Thank you. Trying to make me sound ignorant on this show. My God. Like I did with my friend at work. No, I don't do that no more.
That's what I'm saying. You making yourself sound. That's what you.
No,
that's your story.
If I hear West Indian accent, I don't say, "Are you from Jamaica?"
All right.
And they do that. They put everybody with the West Indian accent from Jamaica. Everybody Asian is in China. I don't like when we do that, and I had to learn the hard way years ago.
All right.
But go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's see if y'all. Y'all, you wouldn't do it on here.
What?
If you do it again, I'm gonna let them know.
Do what?
Say something like that. If we like meet some people or something, they say they from Dallas or something. Okay. You say, do you know such and such? Well, I'm gonna
tap me on the shoulder.
No, I'm not tapping you on the shoulder. I'm gonna come right here and tell them what you just said you don't do. All right.
I don't believe I do that. So go ahead.
Christopher says, isn't the TikTok bill all about forcing them to sell it to an American owner exclusively? Yeah, part of it.
I don't think that's gonna happen though.
No.
See, this guy has a portion of it, right?
Yeah. I think the Senate is going to pass a bill to make them put more restrictions on it.
Right. Now,
you're right. The House would want them to exclusively sell it to an American company because the House is thinking about money. That's it. How are we going to make money off of this? Okay. Emerald says, salutations, everyone.
Salutations
to you. Okay. All right. So that's it for that. Nothing's going to happen. It's all smoke and mirrors, y'all.
Okay. Dude is back in the news.